Hello, everybody. Shalomi homies. It's your boy Zion Cannon, aka Kosher Console, aka Trevor, uh, playing my favorite game once again. I I have now made this video 5 times. I've wasted 3 hours of my life. The first two times the game crashed. The third time I went in a different direction than I wanted to. The fourth time, uh, I realized that my microphone wasn't on, or rather that the PS5 setting to have the microphone playing was not on. And then this most recent time, which was 30 minutes ago when I started, everything was fine. And then I exited Helgen Keep, and my storage on my PS5 was full. So that's my fault. As you can see, if I load this up, I have, you know, a slightly fewer than a dozen playthroughs, and I just deleted 10 of them. So it was like, you can no longer create save data on this game. Cool. Now I can. So we're going to hop into a new game. I think my last one was a more lore-based playthrough, and this one's going to be a little lore-based too. Um, I want a character that could be theoretically the Dragonborn, which means like I'm not going to do a Khajiit. I'm not going to do an Argonian. Not going to do an Orc. Probably not going to be a High Elf or a Wood Elf or a Dark Elf. Um, you could be a Redguard. You could be a Nord. You could be an Imperial. And you could be a Breton. Um, Breton is my favorite race out of those four. Uh, don't really feel like doing that. The Redguard is really interesting, like, to think about, but I don't think it's something that I'm looking for right now. You know, the lore is there for a Dragonborn, but walking into cities as a Red Guard is really hard in a lot of places, and thinking about where I would and wouldn't be welcome and people not mentioning that. So that really leaves me with two options, and that's Nord and Imperial. And I've gone back and forth here, you know, which ability I like more. You know, the Imperial has the passive ability to find more gold, and the Nord has a active ability to do something. I can't remember, something combat related. I think it's battle cry, so I think it scares people away. Um, but in the end, I decided to go with an Imperial, and you'll see an Imperial here in a second. It's going to be really bare bones. We'll change his face, or I'll change his face off screen sometime if I really feel like it. I don't want to keep you guys waiting too much, but yeah, I'm really excited to play through. My goal with this video is to do, or with this video series, do a complete 100% playthrough of the game. I want to play through not a 100% achievement. I don't want a platinum on this, or just a platinum on this again. I've platinumed this 5 times already. I want to kill every enemy that I can kill. I want to do every quest that I can do. I want to find every random encounter that can be encountered. I want to spend so much time in this game that my soon-to-be girlfriend is worried that I'm choosing this over her. If she ever listens to this, Angela, I'm sorry. But I just want to make a series playing Skyrim the way that I enjoy it. And that means that in a situation where I have to choose one or the other, I'm going to choose the one that I like. So when it comes to political factions, Stormcloaks or Imperials, I'm going to choose the Imperials. When it comes to killing the Dark Brotherhood or keeping it alive, I'm going to keep it alive. I'm going to do the Thieves Guild. I'm going to do the Dawn Guard quests. I'll probably end up being a vampire to take advantage of Necromage. I don't want to do too many exploits early. That said, I am definitely going to take advantage of beating on Rayloff at the beginning of the game to get 2 or 3 levels if I can. But I want to enjoy the game that I want to enjoy it. That doesn't mean I'm going to do a few, you know. Maybe I'll take a Dawnstar chest here or there. Maybe I will I don't really do a lot of like fortify resto looping, but you know, maybe I'll attack a shopkeeper to reset inventory and get more money. So something like that. But
Stormcloak, Jarl of Windhelm.
It has been an honor, Jarl Ulfric.
Ralof of Riverwood. Lokir of Rorikstead. No, I'm not a rebel! You can't do this!
Halt!
You're not gonna kill me!
Archers! Anyone else feel like running?
Wait. You there. Step forward. Who are you?
okay, so as I said, I'm gonna hop in, pick an Imperial. I'm gonna go to this preset over here, put a little weight on, put the skin tone down, not that low. I'm gonna remove the dirt, remove the scars, no war paint, and I'm gonna change his brow to the first one because I like the straight brow. His mouth to the first one because I like the straight mouth. And I'm gonna change his facial hair a little bit. You know, he's gotta be a little regal. Make his hair darker and give him the long royal hair. So I believe that's this one. That's the tied back one. No, it's this one right here. Um, with all the braids. I have a name picked out that I thought of randomly in the last one, and that's going to be Pompey, just like the former former Roman politician in Caesar's time, and Cicero, who is also a politician from around that time, and also one of my favorite characters in this game. So, Pompey Cicero, welcome to Skyrim.
You're a long way from the Imperial City. What are you doing in Skyrim? Captain, what should we do? He's not on the list.
Forget the list. He goes to the block.
By your orders, Captain. I'm sorry. We'll make sure your remains are returned to Cyrodiil. Follow the captain, prisoner.
Okay, we are following, and we are going to see, in my opinion, the stupidest character in Skyrim here in just a second. Very excited to comment on this man's stupidity. Obviously doesn't even have a name. You see Lokir over there in the background having just been shot. You know what's going to happen. I get it, but at least Lokir had like some semblance of resistance when he passed away. He tried to run. Was it a smart idea? No, but he tried to actively escape. And this man just gives himself up to the headsman. Obviously, nobody can expect what's going to happen next, but he's actively wanting to die. And it's so silly that he puts himself in this situation.
Can you say the same?
And now he's dead. And if you thought about it, you know, they're going to pick out the weird guy first. Me, being the renegade from Cyrodiil,
As fearless in death as
he had a chance to survive.
Next, the renegade from Cyrodiil.
And there I am, the renegade from Cyrodiil. As the different person, I would have definitely been chosen first out of all these Nords to die.
To the block, prisoner.
And he could have at least postponed his death a little bit. Just silly. I went through the last playthrough and like listened to all the conversations about like what they were saying, telling me to jump over the tower, telling me to wait, Hadvar like pushing me through the wall. I ain't about that life right now because I've done it 5 times already. So sorry, you're gonna get me kind of speed running through this. And I'm gonna make it to Helgen Keep as quickly as I can. And we moving. Let's go, 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 go.
Jarl, oh, just that thing.
It's gonna be a good run. I always say it's gonna be a good run if I don't get hurt landing on fire, which is kind of my little shtick. You'll see a few of those. You know, when I lockpick, I always turn the lock the other way after a successful unlock. I just have these little like quirks that I do in the game. And I am going to... Oh, how that guy survived that fall, I will never know. I am going to follow Rayloff here solely to get a set of heavy armor and so that I can... so I can get more money by selling all this Imperial gear.
We'll meet again in Sovngarde, brother. Looks like we're the only one. That thing was a dragon. No doubt. Just like the children's stories and the legends. We better get moving. Come here. Let me see if I can get those bindings off.
And I got him off.
There you go.
I don't care about... It's the second time that's happened. I don't care about his gear. I'm going to drop these, and I'm going to spam the crap out of Rayloff right now.
Get that armor on. Get that axe in swings. I'm going to see if I can find some way out.
By the way, I am playing on Adept difficulty solely because I don't want to bend over backwards playing on Legendary difficulty for a 100% playthrough. And at the same time, I'm not going to play a 100% playthrough on easy. I feel like that's just, it defeats the purpose. So, Adept it is. That's what it is when you start the game for the first time, so that's what I choose.
Get this gate open.
What are you doing?
And I'm actually going to start doing this too. I kind of want them to start attacking me a little bit. They are not, even though I'm standing right in front of them, which is fine. Now I'm gonna throw this heavy armor on, this sword. I'm gonna drop this war axe inside her. Take the dagger and key. Cool, and just take everything he has. I'm going to
Hey, careful.
get my level up at least one more.
Watch it. Unlock that door and let's get out of here. I'm on your side.
I don't know why my sneak's not working right now, but I'm just gonna do one-handed instead.
What are you doing? What are you doing?
I'll worry about it later. I'm lazy. I've done this 5 times already. I am so tired of trying to cheese the system every little bit. So I'll get attacked here. I'll enjoy my restoration magic. Perfect. Take all their stuff.
See if you can find any potions. We'll need them.
Fun fact, I learned very recently if you take the potions before he comes in here, you don't get that quest marker, which I think is very interesting. I had never done that before, like 2 playthroughs ago, so I'm going to check these sacks, see if there are any tomatoes. Potatoes are good. Cabbage is good. Red apple is not. Take these rock warbler eggs. Drop the basket. Nothing up here, by the way, just a bunch of empty baskets, in case you ever wondered. Take this last potion, salt pile, and
Done? Let's get moving.
boom. Okay, now we can get up Armsman. I'm gonna put a point in the stamina. Get Armsman. I want Fighting Stance and Armsman 2 by the time I get out, which means I need to get 2 more levels. So okay, so he's dead. So nobody's attacking me, which is kind of annoying. I wanted to get my restoration up a little bit. I guess I could have done that with
No, I haven't seen him since the dragon show.
with the people in the storeroom, but I didn't.
Looks like there's something in this cage.
I never realized you could take the skull. That is terrifying. That's absolutely terrifying.
Get it open with some
Every day you learn something new about this game. That's just kind of wild. So let's
grab anything useful and let's go.
I do think I'm gonna be sort of spell sword-ish to start this playthrough at least. Eventually I want to get, obviously, like, you know, 100% of the game means getting every perk, which means I'll need to be like level 254 or something like that. And so I'll have to do two-handed eventually. I'll have to do, you know, light armor eventually, all this stuff. So that's going to be annoying, but won't be that bad. Coin purse. Last time I did this, there was no gold here. Usually there's 9. 6 this time. Okay, that's not too terrible. With the Imperial Power, which is this active effect, Imperial Luck, anywhere gold can be found, Imperial can always find a few more. There's not actually usually gold in that skeleton, or if there is, it's usually 1 gold, but since I'm an Imperial, I will find gold where you can't. Just like that skeleton, and this skeleton, and this skeleton. Now for my first truly heinous acts of the playthrough. I'm gonna kill this lovely, traitorous woman.
This way.
And this lovely, traitorous man.
Better to stick together down
And continue
What are you doing?
whacking on Rayloff here.
I'm on your side. Watch it. What are you doing? Orders are to wait until General Tully arrives.
I'm going to just kind of bum rush here. Let them attack me a little bit so that I can work on my restoration. You really are not damaging me much, huh? Okay, so he's dead. He's dead, and this will over encumber me. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna drop these Imperial swords, drop a longbow, drop the steel dagger. We're gonna preemptively drop these boots and bracers for later.
Let's go on ahead. See if the way is here.
Okay.
Watch it.
I'm debating on what the first quest line I want to do is. If I want to get my restoration up high enough to take advantage of Necromage, I should probably join the College of Winterhold first, because that will grant me access to Equilibrium, which is a spell that that takes your health and puts it into Magicka. So if you cast Equilibrium and Healing at the same time, it is a cycle of leveling up restoration. I'm going to hack on Rayloff a little bit if he comes down here. Try and get a few more levels here. I have gotten to level 4 all of my previous playthroughs, but I actually switched out Restoration for Destruction, and I think I want to focus on destruction a little bit later if I can. I don't want to be splitting points between... Yeah, I don't want to be splitting my points between destruction and one-handed, since they're both offensive skills. You know, restoration until you get necromage is a pretty easy. You know, there's respite, there's novice restoration, and then there's necromage. Or I don't even think it's respite. I think it's I hop on over here. Respite's over here. Yeah, regeneration. Which healing spells cure 50% more. So it's just novice restoration, regeneration, necromage. That is all I need right now. Plus these 7 spider eggs. Let's see if we can find some skeever tail. Beautiful. And beautiful.
This way. What are you doing? What? I'm on your side. What are you doing?
Nice.
What are you doing?
This is the highest I've gotten my one-handed up, since I'm not also dual working on destruction.
I'd rather not tangle with her right now. Let's try to sneak by.
I want to get a sneak level here, so I am going to go fairly slow, but I am wearing heavy armor, so she will detect me as soon as I reach this rock.
Go ahead. I'll follow your lead and watch your back.
And I want her to attack me. There we go. I want her to damage me because this is the most damage I'm going to get in here. I don't want her to give me rock joint or anything, you know, bone break fever or something along those lines, but you take what you can get here.
I'm on your side.
I will get damaged significantly more in the outside world by real bears who do not care about my feelings.
Find a way out. You with me. What are you doing? Wait.
No survival mode. I've actually only played survival mode once. It's not my favorite thing in the world, but
Watch it.
sneak increase to
There he
20.
goes. Looks like he's gone for good this time. No way to know if anyone else made it out alive. But this place is going to be swarming with Imperials soon enough. Better clear out of here. My sister
Beautiful.
heard her
Okay.
against the mill and
We are done
down the road. I'm sure she
with the first episode
needs
of this
to
game.
that we split up.
I
wouldn't have made it without your help today.
wait for Rayloff to stop yapping, but I really enjoyed doing this, even though it is literally the 6th time I've done this. Thank you all for watching. As few of you as there may be, I really enjoy doing this. I do this for fun. Obviously, if this blows up, I don't know what I'd do, but I think, you know, there's a market for people who don't want to watch Skyrim videos with 4,000 mods, or even any mods, or who just want to watch Skyrim videos with no crazy challenges. Those are really fun. Maybe I'll do those in the future, but for now, I just want to play. I just want to play the way I want to play. So, next episode, we'll figure out what our first quest line is going to be. I have a few ideas. Obviously, there aren't, you know, too many things I can do here, but I look forward to seeing what I can focus on here. Until then, have a wonderful rest of your day. Feel free to like, comment, and subscribe if you have made it this far. And I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Peace out.